Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices for the 29th of April. Now, this particular count I've got for the stock 50 here, I just wanted to transfer that across to the DAX to see what it looks like as well. Look, I have to say, the more that I look at this count, the more that I like it. The only adjustments I can see about doing is putting this wave 1 sitting over here for this and wave 2 sitting one over here for that. But apart from that, everything here is actually unfolding as it should in a third wave from wave 2 to wave 3 up through here. So I know that I've had comments that people, don't think this is the case, and perhaps they're right. But I wanted to impose this on the DAX to view it, and also too, I think that we could, there's no harm in just allowing this to play out, to see how it plays out rather. And we just take it step by step. One of the advantages that we have here is that for the stock 50, we're on a medium level here of the 4,000. So that's really going to be a line in the sand for this market. And the DAX is much the same as well because it's at the 15,000, which is also a medium level as well. So anyway, I'll have a look at the DAX now, but just note 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 here, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 coming up through here. So when we look at the DAX, this will be much the same as well. So we can look at this as wave 1 here and 2 here, and then 1 and 2, because it is moving off in the, as far as I can see here as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's doing all the right things here, I mean, at the moment, I'm looking for a wave 4 and then a wave 5 up through here for this, as you may know. I could make an adjustment for this too, in terms that I'm just sort of looking at it now, because if I don't get this pullback here, then I'm going to look at wave 3 being one step higher over here for that. Okay, that will be the difference at that point, because, I need a wave 4 here that's going to be, kind of same as this, if not bigger, and I don't have that yet here for that. And we also don't have a correction, across this level here at the 15,000 just yet either. So normally when it doesn't react from the level and it just goes straight through it like this, then we normally look at that as the overshoot pattern. So with the overshoot pattern, it doesn't stop at the level here, it just continues to move up and then drops back down. The distance above is a bit of a rule of thumb for the distance it can drop below, but eventually it will find support back over here on the 15,000, so to speak. So yeah, so that's how that sort of plays out in that regard. So yeah, anyway, I just thought I would share that, and we can poo-hoo it and all the rest of it, but I just think that, I always go step by step as well, so once we've finished 5 waves, we get 5 waves coming up here that we're looking at now, and then we say to ourselves, okay, well, that's the end of that structure. Can we identify this next move down as a corrective move or as an impulsive move? If it's a corrective move, then we can just simply take out that top and we're on our way again, and we start counting again, and then we try to fit that into the bigger picture as well. So to me, it's just gathering evidence, and it's out there scurrying around, like just being patient and waiting for things to fall into place, and taking the trade setups. They're different from the Elliott counts and so on. So anyway, enough rabbiting on. Let's just cruise in here to the 4-hour chart. Should do the trick. So in a nutshell, we're looking for this top of wave 3, this 5 here of 3 here, and an A and a B and a C wave here. Now this is much better to count in 5 waves than it is in 3 waves. If I had to count it in as an ABC correction, I would have to have it like this, just to let you know. The little A wave up here, the B wave sitting here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 down here for the C wave. And not to say that that's impossible, but the relationship between wave A and wave C is really way out of whack. So I'm not sticking my head in the sand. I understand that that can be the case, but I want to do everything in my power for this B wave to play out here first before we start looking at trading into new highs, so to speak. I just don't want to get sucked in here. I think that this is all just some part of a B wave here. So we can look at this as the A wave here and putting the B wave, moving the B wave over here and the C wave over here for that. And then we've just got one more little high to make here. So, but once we have that high in here and we start to move down, then once that high comes, because I'm counting 5 waves from B to C here. So once that's done here and turns down, then we can use that to go long on up here. So just taking that into the 1 hour maybe. Yeah, okay, do the trick. So yeah, my premise is that this shapes up better as 5 waves. I can see how it can be 3 waves, but it's really forcing it. I don't like to do that. I know that if one leg is simple, then the next leg is going to be complex, and then the next leg is going to be simple. It could be simple, complex, simple, or simple, complex, and more complex. That's what we normally look for, and that's the same with the waves going to the upside as well. So when we're looking at corrections, wave 2 is simple, wave 3, and then wave 4. So we look at wave 2 being simple, wave 4 being complex. It's the same within ABC structures as well. So if we're going up and look at the A wave here, simple, complex, simple here, and then off again. So it's always that guideline of alternation that you need to be a little bit philosophical about. But anyway, besides that stuff, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here, and looking for wave 5 here at the top. So once that's in play there, as I mentioned, we can go long from that point, but I want to see this come into play here first, this wave C. So yeah, I don't want to trade against the trend and short this. I don't want to do that at this stage, and it's not big enough anyway. It may be this wave C may be the same length as wave A if it occurs, and secondly, it could only be 61.8% of this wave here. Excuse me. Yeah. So, but either way, 100 and 15,000 are going to be strong supports for the bounce. So anyway, that's the DAX. Yeah. So going over to the STOXX 50 here, and I can't remember what charts I've done. I'll just check. So yeah, the 4-hour chart here. It's the same as the DAX, in that yes, we could put wave 4 here, but it counts better as 5 waves. And do we get this move here? That's what's sort of concerning me here. And we've got a classic trading levels pattern. Here's the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, then the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave here. So we can drop our entry, the green line, down to the top of wave B once it falls into place. But we only know that once this is dropped here. So that would be this pattern here. So we've got the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, the A, the B, and the C here. We can go long above here. We can drop it down to here. We can get a better position over here, and sometimes we can get a position down here for this. But this is the pattern that's playing out across the 4,000 here with the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, the A, the B, and the C here. I don't know. We could just go straight up from there. All of this here looks quite impulsive. It could be wave 1 there, and I'd like to go long. But I know that if the DAX has got one more little high up here, that could just trap us. You know what I mean? So I will wait for a session, and we'll pick this up tomorrow, and we'll see if we can drop it down to this level, or we can go long from that point. We'll see what it looks like. I just don't want to get us trapped at the last moment. I'd feel such an idiot. So the FTSE, look, it's the same thing as well as occurring. I've got it 1 degree smaller. Once again, we can clearly see 5 waves down here, and it's not part of any expanded flat coming in part of this, because this is all nice and neat and tidy. So I do think that we should, and I was thinking Thursday we get this move down here. Thursday's the bear day, so Wednesday is a bit like a V-shaped day. So Wednesday is down for the day and then closes up like this. And then Thursday can open high and then trade down for the day and slow down. Then Friday's bullish, Monday's bullish, Tuesday will have a bit of profit taking in the morning and then trend resuming. And then the Wednesday could be down and then up and close high for the week. And then Thursday can open higher and then close lower for here. And then we start again on the Friday again. That's the bullish weekly cycle. And, you know, I mean, you can say it's a crock of this and that, but basically if you see it unfolding in that way, so if you see that, let's just say that Thursday today, let's just say that you see the market coming down for Thursday and you think, oh, well, that could be the bullish weekly cycle. So how's the volume looking in the afternoon session as the market's coming down? Is the volume diminishing? Do you know what I mean? At the bottom, you know, or is it going to capitulate? But we'd want to see it, because when I was day trading the Australian market on the Thursday, I'd be looking for, you know, the market moving down. I'll be looking for it to be shrinking, because I'd be wanting to move in like late on the Thursday and all of Thursday in the evening in the US period of Friday morning and Friday afternoon and Monday. So I'd be building in and all of that, and that's what I think we've got here. But we've got a lot of ground to cover on a Thursday to get down here for that. So I don't know if the case, but still, with the FTSE, we're not missing anything anyway, are we? Because if I wouldn't go long just before the level, before 7,000. That's just crazy. So you'd need you need to see it vibrate here for a while at 7,000 and then sit on there as support, you know, and that's what we're looking for, but it's not there yet. So I'll just leave it at that. I won't go in and count that. You've got the general idea. So we may be looking at long trades tomorrow. Those long trades could be from the top here, or they could be from further down. Alrighty, cheers.